In the quiet corners of a Masonic lodge, we are surrounded by symbols that represent the building blocks of character. Among these, the trowel holds a place of unique honor. While the square and compasses guide our personal conduct, the trowel is the tool of the community. It is used to spread the cement of brotherly love and affection, the substance that binds a chaotic world into a coherent whole. But what does this actually look like when it leaves the lodge room and enters the messy reality of the world? In the craft, we distinguish between simple charity and the deeper pillar of benevolence. Charity is often a reaction to a problem. Benevolence is a proactive state of being. It is a universal mandate that demands we look at every human being as a member of our own family. It is a philosophy that has been championed by many great Masons throughout history, men who understood that the true temple we are building is humanity itself. To understand the weight of this responsibility, we look to the words of the Masonic author Augustus C.L. Arnold. His vision for the craft was not one of a private club, but of a global force for good. He wrote, "But it is not only to each other that Masons are to exercise the virtues of charity and forbearance, but to all mankind, to all who need their sympathy, their kindness, and their assistance. And in a world so full of suffering as this, they are never at a loss to find ample field for the exercise of those graces." Arnold's message is clear. Indifference is the only true failure. For a Mason, the claim on our help is not found in a contract or a bloodline. It is found in the simple fact of another person's suffering. This brings us to a man who took this mandate to an industrial scale, William Hesketh Lever. Born in 1851, Lever was a man of boundless energy and a deep sense of Masonic duty. Lever was initiated into the craft in 1902, eventually becoming a founding member of the lodge that bears his name. He didn't just wear the apron. He lived the lessons of the degrees. He transformed a small family grocery business into a global empire, known today as Unilever, but as the Soap King, he remained a student of the craft. He was obsessed with the idea that a business should not just profit from a community, but should actively uplift it. Lever's most enduring monument was Port Sunlight, a village he built for his workers near Liverpool. At a time when the working class lived in cramped tenements, Brother Lever built a utopia. He didn't just build houses, he built architecture. Every home had a unique design, a garden, and modern plumbing. He added schools, hospitals, and art galleries. For Lever, it was the fulfillment of the pillar of benevolence. He believed that if you give people a beautiful environment, they will rise to meet it. The residents of Port Sunlight weren't labor, they were family. Lever zealously inculcated universal benevolence, treating the factory floor and the village street as an extension of the lodge. But the true test of a Mason's benevolence is how we treat those outside our gates. During the Great War, when Belgian refugees were displaced by the horrors of the front lines, Lever did not wait for a government request. He opened his resources, provided housing, and offered a new start to strangers who had no claim on him other than their need. Even toward the end of his life, his ambition for others never slowed. He attempted to transform the rugged, poverty-stricken islands of Lewis and Harris into modern hubs of industry and education. Though the project ultimately failed due to cultural clashes and local resistance, the intent was pure. Lever's life teaches us that benevolence is not measured by the success of our projects, but by the size of our hearts. He was a man who could not look upon struggle, misery, and poverty with indifference. Today, the pillar of benevolence stands as a challenge to every Mason. We live in a world that is full of suffering, and we are never at a loss to find ample field for our work. Being a builder in the modern sense means more than just attending meetings. It means looking at the person next to you on the bus, the neighbor struggling with a loss, or the stranger in a far-off land, and recognizing them as a brother or sister. William Lever used a literal empire to practice the craft. Most of us will have smaller spheres of influence, but the tool is the same. The trowel is in your hand. The cement is ready. The question is, what will you build today? Pillars of the Craft is now available. Get your copy today.